Greetings and salutations, YouTube. This is Edgy Charm coming at you with a video on the Maid of Space. So, here we go. The Maid is one of the creation classes of Homestuck, the active counterparts of the Sylph and the inverse of the Bard. Maids seem to maintain their aspect, like how Jane, the Maid of Life, is able to maintain life by reviving others a maximum of one time each, while Oradia was able to maintain her timeline through a number of ways, like causing the apocalypse for her species. Maids also seem to rely on others for their aspect and need to learn to rely on themselves. Jane seemed to rely on being the heiress to Crocker Corp and having her life dictated, while Oradia seemed to rely on the voices telling her how to do her job. Maids also seem to be made of or made for their aspect. Regular Jane was able to revive herself after being stabbed by Jack Noir, while pursuing with life in trickster mode, covering half her planet in flowers, while also wiping out a good chunk of the undead wandering it. When she went God tier, Oradia was made of time, allowing her to buy time for her allies by freezing Jack Noir in it. Now on to the space aspect. Space is the inverse of time, as it was space itself, mass, velocity, size, physics, gravity, matter, creation, and is one of the cardinal halves that make up reality. It seems that space players have abnormal hobbies or interests in comparison to other members of their species or age. Kanai with fashion, Jade with nuclear science, and Calliope with making friends. It has been confirmed in Homestuck that the more a space player is in tune with their aspect, the more lonely and empty inside they become. Also said by Calliope is that, ironically, space seems to be a sort of timed explosion, waiting to show everyone who's master, and then roaring to life, collapsing in on itself and taking everybody else with it. Space players are also tasked with the creation of the Genesis Frog, aka the New Universe, with the assistance of their Knight, or possibly Time Flare, if their session has one. Now on to the Maid of Space herself. The Maid of Space would possibly rely on others when it comes to creativity. Maybe they would only do drawings if they use someone else's references, or if they have someone draw out the base image for them. Maybe they might possibly rely on others for fashion sense too. Anyway, when it comes to, however, once the Maid of Space rises up to the challenge, their creativity would be staggering. Only a fully realized Page of Space would be able to outmatch them when it comes to alchemization, and even the Merriams would not an approval of their fashion sense. When it comes to their powers, they would be able to create an actual safe space pocket dimension for their allies to hide inside of and catch their breath, and while also staying away from danger. Easy to escape from, but hard to get back inside of without the Maid assisting them. They would also be able to create pockets of gravity, zero or otherwise, to throw their enemies off. They would also be able to create whatever matter or object that they're well knowledgeable enough, kind of like Momo Yaoyorozu from My Hero Academia. A good example of this would be kind of like the Supreme Kai's Catching or Catching Knight from Dragon Ball Z, which is confirmed to be the strongest metal in that universe. Not sure why I wanted to use that as an example, but it came to mind, so whatever. Anyway, I believe that's all I have to say on the matter. If you've enjoyed this video, then please like and share it. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe and leave requested comments below, along with any constructive criticism you might have. So with that, I bid you dudes adieu. Bye!